All right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. And this time we're talking about, oops, that's the national championship. We are talking about the games leading up to the national championship game. Two semifinal games that were pretty awesome last week.
Yeah,
As always, I'm with my co-host Big Peso. How'd you do in these games, man?
did all right. Did all right. Yeah, actually did pretty well on both of these.
I said I did a parlay with both of them to cover. That
Right.
Miami one was kind of scary, but
Yeah.
yeah, once Miami got it, Indiana scored that second or third touchdown. I was like, "Whoop, it's done, man. I got it." So
Right.
that was a nice week. That was a nice. What do you call it? Was that New Year's Day? No, that was that last week.
No.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. That was a good present anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Well, cool, man. Well, let's go over this. If you're watching, please like and subscribe to the video. We'd really appreciate that. You know, one thing I forgot to say in our previous videos, I do put the links in there. If anybody wants to join in on some of this fun here, got some links in there that you can go. They're just referral links. You can check them out. And, you got the big game coming up Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got all weekend of NFL football. So, maybe check those out, see what you can do. Listen to what we say, and you probably, live like me in a double wide cardboard box. So that's pretty good. Oh man, so let's get into these games here. The first game, Miami and Ole Miss. Miami actually was favored, and I get it because Ole Miss probably should have lost to Georgia.
Yeah.
And the over-under was 51.5 points. So it seemed like a lot at the time. Miami scored first, and man, it was a shootout, right? Going back and forth, to the end where, man, Miami took care of business. But Ole Miss had a chance to score at the end. So
Yeah.
let's see. Some of these that Lacey ran pretty well for
Yeah, he
Ole
did.
Miss. So if you had any yards on Lacey, you might have hit him because he went for 103. Beck, he threw for 268, threw a touchdown or threw a couple touchdowns and ran a touchdown. So that's a good prop
Right.
there, So that was pretty good. Chambliss 277, so that was pretty good. Did you have any prop bets on any of these or?
Yeah, I had a first quarter no score for Ole Miss.
Oh, that was a good.
This
Wow,
is
that was a good
all
one
four
there.
games. The Miami's last four games
Yeah.
they've held the opponent scoreless in the first quarter.
Ooh, wow. I bet you won't do that again this time.
I bet I do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one there, man. Yeah, Ole Miss was scoreless in the first quarter. Miami was scoreless in the third quarter. That's kind of crazy there.
Yeah.
Third quarter was pretty boring. It was 3 points. Fourth quarter was exciting. That's when the fireworks.
Yeah,
started
they went
happening
off
there.
they went off in that fourth quarter.
They did, man. And Beck, I know that guy was trying to put those Georgia demons to bed, and he said, "I'm gonna run this in myself." Marcel Reed didn't pay attention to the book from Vince Young, but Carson
Yeah.
Beck did. He said, "You know what? I'm taking this in myself." So,
Yeah.
one thing I heard a lot of people were crying over pass interference, but throughout the game, they were both, having problems like that. I just watched the last play again. He throws the ball. The Ole Miss quarterback throws the ball in the corner. Like there's only one guy that can have a chance to get it, and then he's got three other receivers in the middle of the field. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't you just have everybody go to the middle, throw it to the middle? But I guess they thought maybe if they had everybody to one side, they might have this one kid open, But I think it was a bad play call because they got up and down the field quick. It was like 30
Yeah.
seconds. They were from theirs to the 35-yard line. So pretty good game, man. So they end up winning by 4 points. Was there like a missed field goal in there somewhere? I feel like there was a missed extra point or
Only
something.
one. Yeah. Ole Miss. He was 4 for 5
On field goals or extra points?
field goals. Nobody missed extra.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so I kind of just got lucky. I do not like that 3.5 points because of this, right? They didn't win by a field goal. They actually had to win by a touchdown. But I love it when it's a touchdown because Ole Miss couldn't just run down and score a field goal, tie it up, and go into overtime. So that was a really good one there.
I was surprised to see Miami score so many points.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't think they'd score that many as well.
Especially as good as their running game was. I mean, they ran for almost 200 yards.
Right. Yeah, that Fletcher, he ran for 133 by himself.
Yeah.
You know, I think probably because Ole Miss scored, then they had to score, right? If they didn't have to score, I think they'd be happy just running the ball, burning the clock, kicking a field goal here and there. But
Right.
I mean, Ole Miss scored touchdowns, so these guys had to score to beat these guys, and so I think that's why they ran up the points there. Now the second game, that was a pretty interesting game there, Oregon and
Yeah.
Indiana. So if you remember the very first play of the game, Oregon throws a pick six. I mean, like just like that. I had people texting me. They were like, "Oh, game's over. Indiana's got him." But then Oregon goes straight back down and scores a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that kind of shocked me there that they were able to do that. I thought, "Uh-oh, this might be a game here."
No way.
Indiana scored the next 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's right.
That was yeah. When they did that, I said, "Oh, my parlay hit. We're good, man. Take care
Yeah,
of business."
I think after Oregon answered with that touchdown, Signetti pulled those guys aside and they had to come to Jesus meeting.
But you know what though? Whatever could go bad for Oregon did.
Oh
Like
my
that
God.
kid,
Yeah.
he fumbled the ball. They had some drops. There was one where he went back to pass. He hit his running back, dropped the ball. I mean,
He
like,
reminds me of TJ Stroud.
yeah, there you go. Except they won. They beat the
Yeah.
Steelers. But yes, one of those things. Man, they scored 5 touchdowns. Oregon got a little touchdown in there to cut it to 42-15, and then my Indiana's like, you know what, we're gonna put up 2 more on you.
Yeah.
Man, 8 touchdowns in that game. That was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
56-22, and Oregon scored with like 22 seconds left, so it wasn't
What
even.
what about the efficiency of the Heisman winner?
Oh yeah, that guy was, man. They said, well, when he first came out there, they said he was one of the most accurate passers in the season. So
And there's a lot of receivers that would have dropped those passes. I mean, his receivers were solid. I
yeah,
mean, those catches they were making,
yeah,
some of
they
those
did
back
real good.
shoulder passes were great. But I mean, he wound up being 17 to 20.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was great.
What is that? 85% right there.
Yeah.
He was usually in the high 70s. He actually had less passing yards than the quarterback from Oregon. But yeah, when you throw for 5 touchdowns, it doesn't matter how many yards you throw for, as long as you get
Yeah.
in the end zone. And I saw him. I didn't see him run much in the season, but I didn't watch Indiana a whole lot. Yeah, he ran a few times too. Oh, that's what it was. He ran. He even fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
Here comes his offensive lineman, gets it. He
He
jumps up
did.
and points like first down. I said, "Oh yeah, these guys everything's going
Yeah.
right for them." So yeah, that was a good game there.
He's a lot taller than I thought he was.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
what, six
watching,
five, I think.
yeah, a couple times there when he was behind the line and he was looking right over the top of those dudes. It's like, okay, that's
Yeah,
that's solid. And this next game, it's a home game for him.
right. Yeah, he does go back home. Did you
Yeah.
know? So when he played for Cal last season, they played Miami,
Okay.
and in Cal, and Cam Ward was the quarterback for Miami,
Yeah.
and Cal went up 38-10, I think it was, ended up losing like 37, 39-38 or something like that. Like Cam Ward brought him back. But this guy was
Yeah.
still, just like he did this year, he was hitting passes. Like some real nice passes. So he's played Miami before. He kind of familiar with those guys. I'm sure he's a little upset he lost last year. So, but yeah, so there we go. Those are our two teams. Let's see. Here's a quick preview of it. Monday night, Miami is already the underdog, 8.5-point underdog. That's crazy because it's a home game for Miami. That
Yeah.
kid's at home, but Miami's in their home stadium there. So
Yeah.
yeah. Quick preview. What do you think about that?
Man, of course, I mean, I like Indiana. I've liked him for a long time here.
Yeah, yeah,
But 8.5 points. I mean, to throw them in, they're going to play a good defensive game.
right.
Indiana is going to play a decent defensive game. 8.5, man. I've got to throw that into one of my big teasers, and I'm going to have to take them plus 21.5, even though I don't
Miami.
want to.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I have to.
yeah, yeah.
So this is going to be a mixed teaser with college and NFL.
And I don't. Sometimes like it depends on what they think they're gonna do. I think they have 8.5 points, not because Indiana's gonna shut out Miami, but I think they think the Indiana offense is just gonna be cranking still, and win by 10 points, something like that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, Miami's defense, they only got one sack against
did they really against Ole
against
Miss?
yeah,
Well, I
yep.
mean, and they gave up 27 points.
The,
So
the
yeah, I mean,
previous three games, they have over 5 sacks a game.
yeah,
So Ole Miss found something that was right.
yeah, they did. Oh, I'm sure in Indiana will be looking at that. And here's the thing: Indiana got after Oregon. Oregon,
Yeah,
I thought would score more points. That 22 points is not a real number because they scored the last
right.
touchdown with like seconds left. So they
Yeah,
actually scored only 2 touchdowns. One was in the
yeah,
first quarter, and one was in the third quarter.
right.
So yeah, so I don't know. I think, man, I think Indiana really goes after Carson Beck. They're gonna make him, they're probably making him try and win it, and I don't know if he has enough to do that. So
Yeah, I've never been a big Carson Beck fan, but dude's a winner.
yeah, he has one, and we're gonna find out on Monday. And this is what his 10th or 12th season, 12th season senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go into the NFL like older than half the quarterbacks that are in there already. So yeah.
As long as Ferguson's future sister-in-law doesn't send him any text messages this week, that'll send him right over the edge.
I think Indiana's looking for that, man. So
Dude
yeah.
will be crying on TV again.
No, but those are fun games, man. The fun games to watch. It's been a really cool season, and then to come down to I like the two teams. Sometimes two teams are playing, and you're like, why did that one team but make it? But these two teams are good. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to. It feels like Miami defense against Indiana offense, and see which one's going to be better. So.
yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, that's a wrap. We will have a pregame, a preview for the national championship game to give you our picks and what you can pick to win as well. So, yeah. So if you're watching, make sure again to like the show and subscribe. That'd be awesome to do. You got any closing remarks, man, about these last two games and the end of the season? Well, like real quick, like on the end of the season, how was the season, man?
This was a great season. This is obviously this format that we did running through these games
Yeah,
was
yeah,
yeah, that was awesome, man. I'm glad you put this together. I'd always thought about messing with the teasers, and this year I was looking for something different. I
right,
didn't want to do
right,
something that everyone else was doing on YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
So I took the teaser angle and really ran with the numbers, and this was one of my most profitable years ever.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a big peso year for me. Um, I'm looking forward to finishing strong and coming back next season.
Yeah, and another thing. So we looked at certain games, and they were some of the bigger games, but some of your teasers had some of those smaller teams in there. So it
Yeah,
made you
yeah,
kind of keep an eye on those other games,
for
like
sure. Yeah,
the James Madisons and the Georgia Techs and the different teams that are out, like Navy. I think you had like Navy and at one point in there. I mean, you had all
yeah,
the teams in there. So we're not only we watching the big games, but like I'm going through GameCast, just like checking out these other games and seeing how much time's left. It makes it
right.
kind of fun. It makes it aggravating, like when you make a pick and it doesn't work out. But I'll be honest,
Yeah,
it makes it fun the entire day because you're watching all the games, trying to keep up with everything, see who's doing what. Yeah, it was
and
a good time, man.
I learned that a lot of these handicappers that are out there, like I love watching College Game Day,
Oh
and
yeah,
they've got a handicapper on there, and the guy that was before him. I mean, I've always enjoyed watching them,
yeah,
but I mean, 55% is what they're winning.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, man. I mean,
that's the whole
we
point that I made the name of the podcast. It's that easy because
yeah,
anybody can pick, and I don't care if you're an expert or not. You have the exact same chance of winning. You have 50-50 chance if you're picking somebody to win that day because nobody knows, right? Nobody knows, and it proves
we
it.
were we were way over 75% this year.
Yeah, well, with those teasers, yeah, those really did
Yeah.
well. I was
Yeah.
probably at 49.999%. So yeah,
Yeah, we,
with
we
some
were
of them.
way over 75. And then with my biggest ones, man, I think I went 11-2.
Yeah, those were good. Those were
Yeah,
really
man.
big money makers, man. That was
Yeah.
that was fun. It makes me look forward to next season,
Yeah.
and see how that goes. You know, one thing I
We're
did
gonna
kind of learn is like uh, picking. Don't I should probably pick my team, right? It's hard to pick
right.
the Longhorn games because like I want them to win. I can kind of
Yeah.
see how they win, but they're not always going to win, right? Or not always going to cover. You know, I learned
It's
that.
hard. It's hard to bet against your favorite team.
Right? Yeah, yeah, it is.
Um, so I just decided that I hate everyone and I love everyone, and then it's that easy, you
Yeah,
know.
that's right. It is that easy after
But
that.
man, I'm
So
looking forward to finishing this strong. I'm going to hit the numbers. I've been crunching numbers for the last couple days, but I'm hit the natty hard and playoff Super Bowl NFL. I'm going to go out strong on this, man.
yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So, well, cool, man. For Big Peso and myself, thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Look
guys.
forward to this one this weekend. This weekend's going to have some great games, NFL, and then we finish off with Monday night. So, for that, we will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.